Matsumoto is a hidden gem, just a short trip from Tokyo. It's a perfect for a quick escape or an extended adventure with Kamikochi. Explore a charming town free from crowds where Japanese culture, stunning nature, and soothing hot spring await. Welcome to Suzy's Discover Japan! Hello everybody from Tokyo. Today we are going to Matsumoto and we're gonna stay one night over there and we'll move to Kamikochi, which is about one or 2 hours by car. It's very nice mountain view place. So we will spend for 4 days, 3 nights, 4 days over there. Let's see. This is my first time to go there, and one of my friends recommended that hotel where we're going today. So I'm looking forward. Alright, bye. Now we are sitting in the Luca, having a latte and a pastry, and waiting for the train to come.
To get to Matsumoto by train, we'll take the limited express Azusa. The train departs from JR Shinjuku Station, with about 1 to 2 departures every hour. Shinjuku Station is quite large, so to avoid missing the train, I recommend passing through the ticket gates at least 20 minutes before the departure time. Our train leaves at 10 a.m. You can buy Azusa tickets at the platform, but they're a bit more expensive, and trains can fill up during busy seasons. So, I recommend purchasing tickets online or at the ticket counter ahead of time. This is the limited express Azusa we'll be taking. It reaches speeds of around 130 km per hour, which is a bit slower than the Shinkansen, which goes up to 240 km per hour. While the Shinkansen gets you places faster, the Azusa offers a more relaxed journey where you can enjoy the scenery. Plus, there's no direct Shinkansen to Matsumoto, so Azusa is the fastest train available. There's space on board for suitcases, and it's quite a comfortable ride. Compared to highway buses, the legroom is more spacious. And the best part, the restrooms are so clean. It's such a relief. Now, let's take a look at the restroom facilities on this Japanese express train. It's wheelchair accessible with a spacious design, and you can open and close the door with buttons on the wall. One thing foreign travelers often mention is trouble finding the flush lever. Instead of a lever, the flush button is on the wall, so be sure to look for that. This is a paper seat cover, and over here is the sink for hand washing. As we move along, the scenery outside is starting to change. You can see more greenery and rice fields. It's such a peaceful, rural atmosphere. And now, we've arrived at JR Matsumoto Station. The ride from Shinjuku took about 2.5 hours, but it went by quickly because it was so comfortable. Check-in at our hotel is at 3 p.m., so we'll take some time to explore the area around Matsumoto Castle and grab some lunch. We'll store our large suitcases in the lockers at the station to travel light.
This is a variable side. We can leave our luggage here.
Please pass your usage receipt is now being issued. Please take your usage receipt.
Right, like that. So when you take out the luggage, this Suica card is like a key. So this card, or use the ticket, whichever.
The locker is now unlocked. Thank you.
Easy.
There's a locker area right in front of the ticket gates. There are 3 types of lockers: small for 400 yen, medium for 700 yen, and large for 1,000 yen. The prices can vary depending on the location, and if you move further from the station, the lockers might be cheaper. Since there were no large lockers available, we used 2 medium ones. To get to the castle, head out of the east exit. It's about a 15 to 20-minute walk from Matsumoto Station to Matsumoto Castle, around 1.5 kilometers. It's the perfect distance for a pleasant walk while taking in the scenery. Enjoy shopping and taking photos as you stroll through the historic town on your way to the castle. Matsumoto is known as a city of water, famous for its abundant spring water. Throughout the town, you'll find water fountains, and the water is not only safe to drink but also highly praised for its taste. The local water is incredibly clean, and even the residents drink it regularly, so be sure to give it a try. For lunch, I'm thinking of trying out this trendy cafe that a friend recommended. It has a modern, stylish vibe, definitely geared toward tourists. And, well, the prices reflect that too. I'm going to try oyaki, a local specialty. Displayed like this, even oyaki looks sophisticated, doesn't it? Let's dig in. It's been warmed up and is nice and hot. Meanwhile, my partner had ramen, and, well, it was just okay. Now that we're full, we're heading over to Matsumoto Castle. Wow, the entrance already gives off a great atmosphere.
Now I arrived at Matsumoto Castle. And it's a country treasure.
Matsumoto Castle is one of Japan's famous castles, located in Matsumoto City, Nagano Prefecture, and has been designated as a national treasure. The castle was built in the 16th century. While the large castle where the lord once lived no longer exists and remains as a historical site, the Tenshukaku, main keep, or watchtower is still preserved. There are moats and cherry blossom trees around the castle, and the cherry blossoms in spring are especially breathtaking. The Japanese garden is also stunning. You can experience the history and culture of the Sengoku, Warring States, period through the historical buildings and exhibits. Matsumoto Castle's Tenshukaku is one of the oldest surviving castle keeps from the Sengoku period. Due to its black exterior, it is also called a Karasujo, Crow Castle. At the entrance, you can take pictures with people dressed as samurai. Surprisingly, this is free of charge. You can also enter the castle. The entrance is narrow, so there was a bit of a line, but we were able to get inside after about 10 minutes. The Tenshukaku has 5 visible stories, but inside it is actually 6 stories high. You'll need to take off your shoes to enter. Since many tourist sites in Japan require you to remove your shoes, it's a good idea to wear shoes that are easy to put on and take off. The castle served as a watchtower to oversee the castle town and surrounding area, and in times of war, it also functioned as a defensive stronghold. There are holes in the walls that were used to drop stones on enemies during an attack. Shachihoko is an ornamental figure in the shape of a fish that decorates the roofs of Japanese castles and temples. It is modeled after a mythical creature called Shachi, with a tiger's head and a fish's body. Its design is distinctive, with its mouth open and its tail curved upward. Shachihoko were believed to protect the castle from fires because they were considered to have control over water. There are 7 sets of stairs leading from the 1st to the 6th floor, and not only are these stairs spaced apart, but each staircase is very steep, with slopes of 55 to 61 degrees. The steepest staircase, which leads from the 4th to the 5th floor, has steps 40 centimeters high. This was intentionally designed to slow down intruders in case the castle was attacked. There are many historical exhibits, such as matchlock guns and cannonballs, which gave us a glimpse of life during the Sengoku period as we explored. This is the view from the top floor. The view was fantastic. Look, there's a small Shinto shrine displayed on the top floor. The 4th floor was where the Lord would spend his time during battles, and it had a noticeably different atmosphere from the floors below. The space was brighter and more open, with fewer pillars and taller ceilings. Sunlight streamed in from all directions, creating an airy, spacious impression. Compared to the other floors, the interior felt more refined and elegant. The estimated time to tour Matsumoto Castle is about 1 to 2 hours. We went to Matsumoto City Museum. Yayoi Kusama is a famous Japanese artist, and this museum exhibits many of her works, as she is originally from Matsumoto. The signature dot pattern truly captures the essence of Kusama's world. While photos of the inside exhibits were not allowed, they were truly wonderful to see. Now, let's move on to the hotel. It's about a 15-minute taxi ride from Matsumoto Station, through a residential area, and we arrive at our destination. We've arrived! This is a traditional Japanese-style hotel. A good friend of mine with excellent taste strongly recommended me to visit Matsumoto just to stay at this hotel. I'm excited to see what kind of experience awaits. This Japanese-style hotel is a small hot spring inn nestled in the countryside, with just 5 rooms and a detached villa. The inn is a wooden 3-story building constructed in the early Showa period, which has been carefully restored. First, we were led to a lounge with a fireplace for check-in. As a welcome drink, they served us delicious green tea. This was authentic, carefully brewed green tea, so different from the yellowish green tea often served abroad. It was absolutely delicious, and I could feel the warmth of the inn's hospitality in every sip. The moss-covered garden stones speak of the inn's long history, and the trees that adorn the garden reflect the changing seasons. The sounds of water and birdsong, along with softly playing music, created a calming atmosphere. The quality of the hot spring water here is exceptional. The baths are separated by gender and switch between morning and evening. Since photography is not allowed in the baths, I've borrowed some pictures from the hotel's website. There's one small open-air bath for each gender, but I was very satisfied with the bath. Since there are few guests, I never encountered anyone else in the bath. There is also a private bath available, so couples or families can enjoy bathing together if they prefer. The first thing that struck me upon entering the room was the pleasant scent of wood. The simple yet tasteful interior is adorned with wildflowers that reflect the season, and you can enjoy a view of the beautiful garden from the window. You can see the detached villa in the distance, which was under renovation in October 2023, but will be available for use starting in October 2024. To maintain a peaceful atmosphere, children are only allowed to stay in the detached villa. In my opinion, this inn is perfect for adults who want to relax and enjoy quiet time together, rather than for large families. The first floor houses the lounge, dining room, and baths, while the guest rooms are on the second floor, so you'll need to use the stairs as there is no elevator. My American partner, who came with me, commented, "This inn isn't flashy, but it has a high level of quality and elegance in its simplicity. It's so Japanese. Just like you." Before heading to the bath, we took a break with welcome sweets and green tea. You can wear a yukata to the lounge and dining room. Now, let's have dinner. Autumn flavors were beautifully presented in this delicious meal. The menu changes depending on the season, and this was from the autumn of 2023. The Madam Hostess personally came to greet each table, and we enjoyed a pleasant conversation with her. Her husband, who is the owner of the inn, is also the head chef and prepared the meal with great skill. Here's horse sashimi, fresh raw horse meat. This could be a great experience to try a unique aspect of Japanese food culture, but if you're not a fan, it's best to let them know in advance. Each dish was small, but since it was a course meal, I was quite full by the end. We moved to another location for dessert, and enjoyed it leisurely while gazing at the night garden and the fire in the fireplace. This kind of dining experience that fills your heart is truly special. I highly recommend sharing this joy with someone important. There may not be an atmospheric hot spring town or breathtaking views, but here, you can experience the beauty of a traditional inn, the ever-changing light and wind in the garden, time to savor the bounty of the countryside, and the moment of release as you soak in the bath. It's a place where you can have meaningful conversations with loved ones and experience moments of nothingness. Such luxury can be found here.
So today we had wonderful experience. We are staying in Kanao-kan. It's typical Japanese ryokan, Japanese style hotel, and the architecture is wonderful, and the food is beautiful, and the service is excellent, and everything is perfect. It's very simple design, but very elegant. And the smell of the wood of the architectures really nice. We had great time. I highly recommend here. And Matsumoto is not crowded like Kyoto, as much as Kyoto, and the price is not that much like Kyoto, but you can experience the nice kind of Japanese culture and the nature, and it's just 2.5 hours from Tokyo. I highly recommend you. Yeah, for the people who don't need to do a lot of sightseeing, right? So because here is the place to come for relax, right? And I went to Matsumoto Castle, but only that. So when we went to Matsumoto Castle and directly came to the hotel, and we have great time in the hotel. So our objective to come to Matsumoto is stay in this hotel, and we're very, very, very super satisfied. Sorry for this. I have to do this every day. Alright, bye-bye, good night. Good morning, everyone. It's in the morning, and we will take hot spring again to wake us up. I have very, very good sleep. Sleep so much, so well. It's like purifying my body and mind. Nice.
After a morning bath, I had coffee and lingered in the lounge for a while. Breakfast was a gentle-tasting, meticulously prepared Japanese meal. It filled both my stomach and my heart, replenishing my energy. You can feel the attention to detail in every item, including the tableware. We had dessert and coffee in the lounge. Each plate, fork, and even the tray for the hand towels were handmade crafts and were truly beautiful. These items were available for purchase in the gallery at the entrance. I wish I could stay one more night, but it's time to check out. The cost for that stay, including dinner and breakfast, was about 35,000 yen per person. If it were in Kyoto, it would likely be double that price. Since the inn is very popular and has only 5 rooms plus the detached villa, it gets fully booked quickly. You need to make a reservation at least 2 to 3 months in advance. To keep this a place where guests can experience Japanese culture in a quiet and respectful setting, the hotel doesn't actively market to international visitors. But if you're someone who'd like to try an authentic Japanese experience, consider booking a stay here, perhaps with the help of someone familiar with Japanese language. It was such a wonderful experience. I definitely want to come back, and now I understand why my friend recommended it so highly. Now, let's take the shuttle bus from Matsumoto Station and head to Kamikochi. It's a beautiful mountain resort located at an elevation of about 1,500 meters in Nagano Prefecture, known for its breathtaking natural scenery and a popular spot for hiking. Stay tuned for the next video. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, be sure to do so and stay updated. Likes and comments are always welcome.